We can nest if statements inside of each other to create more complex branching logical processes. So in our example, we have our int variable x with the value 10, and then we have an if-else. So this is the if with our curly brackets here, and then we find our matching curly bracket, that's the end of that if, and then we move into the else. You can see that inside of the if, we have another if statement. So we say that this if is nested inside of this if statement. Similarly, in the else, we have an if statement right here nested inside of the else. So the way that this evaluates is we start at the top with our if. We check, is x greater than 0? That's true since x is 10. So then we move inside of the body and we print out the word positive. Then we get to this nested if statement. We check, is 10 greater than 100? That is false, so we are not going to execute the body of this if statement. We're going to skip down here, which means we are now at the end of our outer if statement as well. So we're going to then skip our else. Since this part was true in our if, we need to skip our else and come all the way down here, and we are done with the code. So the only thing that's printed was the word positive, and you can see that right here. Now we're going to try another example. So we're going to change x to be 1,000. So when x is 1,000, we start at the top again. 1,000 is greater than 0. So we move inside the body of the if statement and we print the word positive. Then we check this if statement that's nested inside of it. We say, is 1,000 greater than 100? That is true. So we're going to move inside the body of this if statement and print the words greater than 100. Then we are done with this if statement. We're done with this if statement, and we skip the else, and so we're done with this code. So you can see that happen. It's going to print both positive and greater than 100. And you can see that right here. So now we'll take a look at what happens when the first if is false. So we're going to change this to be -3. So again, we're going to check, is -3 greater than 0? That is false, so we jump down here to the else. We're going to come inside the body of the else and print out the words not positive. Then we'll check this nested if statement. Is -3 less than -100? That's false, so we'll skip it and jump down to the end. So you can see that happen. It's just going to print out the words not positive. And then of course our last case is if x was set to a number that's less than -100, we would print both not positive and less than -100.